guys, today for dinner we're going to make some borscht. Borscht is a soup made of beets and it's very good for you. It has tons of protein. We're gonna add tons of chicken thighs, and it has fiber, lots of fiber, so like 100% healthy food for you. Okay, let's start. The ingredients. We're gonna need cabbage, white cabbage, like really heavy. Don't mix it with the lettuce. When you go to the store, sometimes the lettuce looks exactly like this, but don't buy lettuce. You need the cabbage, white cabbage. Second is beets. I actually bought them with foliage, so I'm gonna use the leaves. If you can find that's really nice. We're gonna put them into the soup as well. Then you need carrots. We need potatoes, onion, yellow onion. And some chicken thighs. So chicken thighs, I'm gonna use actually 2 trays, and there are 4 in each. So we're going to use 8 chicken thighs. And the soup, the pan, this is a 3-quart pan, about 3-quart, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 4. But I think it's probably 3. So we are gonna use tons of meat for this one. Of course, salt and bay leaves and 21 seasoning salute. This one is from Trader Joe's or any Italian seasoning. First thing that we're gonna get started with is, let's put our chicken thighs into the pan and fill up the pan with water, almost up to the rim, but like leave about an inch from the top. Let's get started. Okay guys, so we filled up with water our meat, and you can see how much is left at the top. It's like around an inch. Now an important thing, we cover it with the lid and we turn the heat on high. What is gonna happen next is there's gonna form a foam on top, like a foam, like white foam. We will have to take it out so that it doesn't mix with water. What we're gonna do is take a paper towel, put it on your plate, any plate, use a spoon. So you're gonna get ready, and when this foam is gonna form, you're gonna take it from the top of the water and place it here so that you don't get your plate dirty. You just can throw away the paper towel. So just keep an eye on it. Okay guys, I wanted to talk about the tools that you're gonna need. First is, I already peeled everything, but when you're peeling potatoes, or when you're peeling the beets, this knife might be handy. This is like this type of knife. So if you can find one, would be nice. You can do the same. You can do the peeling with the standard knife as well, but it's just a little harder. Next thing is, to optimize the process, you can use a cutting tool. I don't remember how it's called, like this one. It's like a container with a little rack type of thing, cutting blades here, and it speeds up the process so much. So I really love it. I've been using it forever. I've had it for like years. Okay, next thing is, the most important thing when you're cooking or making borscht is the order of ingredients. It's like super important. Your success is gonna depend on that. So first thing that you're gonna do is the first vegetable that is going into the soup is the onion. So that's what we're gonna cut. How do you cut the onion? You cut it in halves, and then you have 2 halves. You place them like this, and you cut them on the side so that it looks like this, right? The reason why we should be doing that is that this will make it easier to make the pieces smaller. So we have like something brown here. I'm gonna cut this off so that everything is nice and pretty in our soup. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is open your tool and place the onions there like pieces, and then you hit on top like this. So you can see how quickly you can do it. I can show you how, if you don't have this tool, that's okay. You can do it by hand easily. So let me actually show you how to do it by hand. Let's imagine that you're gonna cut it just with knife. Okay, same thing, you cut it like that, and you twist it like this, the half of the knife, and then you do this, like this. So this is how you cut it by knife if you don't have that tool. But the tool is really handy, so I recommend it. It's just gonna speed up the process a lot for you. Again, same thing. So now we're gonna cut all of our knives. All of our onion, so that we are going to be ready to put it, because it's gonna go into the soup first. Okay, now, just like I said, the foam has formed, and you can see it on top here. So this is the foam that we want to remove. You're taking a spoon and you just glide it like so, and put it on the paper towel so that you can throw it away and everything is clean and nice. So we just fish out all foam from the top so that it's nice and clear. Don't take too much broth out, because you need the broth. Just the foam, and just keep going until it's gone. Okay, now that we took out almost all foam, if a little bit is left, that's okay. What we're gonna do next is we take so it started boiling. The meat has been boiling for like a few minutes while I was taking out the foam. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to cut the meat into smaller pieces, like so. Okay, so here's our meat, and you're taking a sharp knife and just cut them into smaller pieces, like this. It's just easier to eat. All our chicken thighs have to be, and sometimes they're like greasy parts like that. We don't like that in our family, so I just clean this up so that everything is like pure meat, no fat at all, like this. So pieces that looks like this, and we're going to cut all of our meat like that. When you do that, next is when you're done cutting, it's going back right away like that. So as soon as you're done cutting one of them, it goes back. You continue and you cut all meat until you're done everything cutting into pieces. Okay, so after I cut all the meat and I put it back into the water, I bring it to a boil, and now in about a couple of minutes, literally, the meat is fully cooked. So you can proceed as soon as it's like you brought it to the boil. The water is boiling now. You can put your onions. One thing to keep in mind when you're peeling the onions and cutting into pieces, do not mix it with any other vegetable. So it's just onion, and it goes into the soup like this. And then the next thing we do is we're going to wait until it will become transparent. I will show you how it's gonna look like. So you put the onions here and you close the lid and you wait a few minutes. I'll show you how it looks when it's ready. Okay, so our onion is ready. And how do you determine if it's ready? It's been about 5 minutes, and it's almost transparent, semi-transparent. So this is when the onion is ready, and you are ready to put here your next vegetables. Okay, next, let's cut our beets and our carrots using our tool again. How do you cut the beets? You cut them in little circles, similar to onion, like this. You can see it's pretty thin. They're really thin like this. And you cut them all like that. The reason why you do that is you put those circles in here again and hit the top like that. and you repeat it until everything is ready. And when it comes to the carrots, you cut them like this, right? And this is enough, and you put them back into the tool like this, and you can put 2 of them like that, and hit the top again, and you repeat until you cut everything. Okay, now we're done cutting our vegetables, particularly the beets and the carrots, and we put them into the broth like this. Be careful, don't dump it, because it's gonna, you might get burnt with the hot water with the broth. So you carefully put it here. When you're done putting all of the vegetables here, what you're gonna do is you're going to close the lid and let them boil. When they are done boiling, then we will put there our potatoes. So in the meantime, while the lid is closed and the beets and the carrots are boiling, you will be cutting the potatoes. Okay, now let me show you how to cut the potatoes. Again, just like beets, you cut them in circles and you cut them with your tool like this. We do that while our beets and carrots are boiling. They have not started boiling yet. By the way, guys, important thing, I just checked. My pan, the size of my pan is 5 quarts. So it's not 3, it's 5-quart pan. Okay, so when you brought this, the beets and the carrots to a boil and then spent about 3 minutes or 5 minutes boiling, now you're ready to put your potatoes in. So just put your potatoes, again, usually don't dump them because it's gonna burn you. Carefully put them in like this, and while they're going to boil, we are going to cut our cabbage. Okay, now while the rest of the vegetables are in the soup, we are going to cut our cabbage. And you do it this way. So you cut it like so, this piece, put this one aside. Again, flip it like this, and you cut it like this. The knife, ideally you need like a knife with a wider blade, like this one. And then you turn the cabbage like this and cut it crisscross pretty much on the other side, so that the pieces are pretty small, like they look like this. We're not going to use the whole cabbage, by the way. This is enough, this is plenty. And the next thing that we're going to cut is, I'm actually going to use foliage this time, and you don't need, when you buy the beets with foliage, you don't need to use the whole thing. Just pick the ones that look the best, like the prettiest leaves. In this case, I have 4 leaves, and this is enough. And we're going to cut them like this. Again, very similar to the cabbage. We just cut them like this, and then we're going to twist them. And again, cut from this side like that. Maybe even make them a little bit, the pieces a little smaller. Again, this is tons of fiber, which is really good for you. And it's going to add some interesting color to our soup as well. And we are done with this one. Okay, now it's been 10 minutes since we put our potatoes in. Now we're going to put the cabbage and the foliage into the soup like this. Again, be very careful. And then we'll close the lid and let it boil for a few more minutes. Like this. Okay. Now close the lid. Actually, this is a good time to put some salt. Let's do the salt now. Okay, how much salt do you need? So this is 5-quart pan, right? And we're going to use 2 tablespoons full tablespoons for this one, like this, and another tablespoon. And also we are going to put our seasoning right now, especially the bay leaves, because bay leaves, they need time. And we're almost done. Okay, now we're going to put some bay leaves. Usually 3, 4 is fine. 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the entire pan is good. Then we put our seasoning salt, you know, just maybe a half a teaspoon, I guess. And that's it. Then we cover the lid and we wait for a few minutes. Okay guys, now our soup is ready. It has been 10 minutes since I put the cabbage and the foliage. How do you, if you're not sure if it's ready or not, how do you figure this out? Okay, here's my hack. You actually catch some vegetables from there and use your knife to cut them, and you can see they're like butter. You cut them and they're very, very soft. This is how you figure out if it's ready. As you can see, they're all done already. What we're gonna do next is we're going to use our ladle and put it on the plate like this. And as you can see how much meat we have there, tons of meat. And I want to point out one thing. In our family, we've tried tons of different brands of the sour cream. And as you know, you're supposed to eat your borscht with the sour cream. We actually found that there's just one kind that we love and the rest are like not edible. So this is from Trader Joe's sour cream. This is our favorite. This is the best kind. And you take a spoonful of this and put it like that. And if you'd like, you can also put some dill on top or some green onions. And, you know, green onions are good like that. But your soup is ready.